Morning, family and friends. Well, today's edition of Rambling Around in Vermont, or Roaming Around in Vermont is better probably put, I am going to be doing Killington's Peak. And it's about, I don't know, 3.5 miles up, about 3,500 foot elevation. Is the map. So right now we're right here at Brewer's Corner. We're going to go up this Buckland Trail along a stream. Then we catch elevation, about 1,000 foot elevation. Go to this Cooper Lodge. I don't have a glass on. Cooper's Lodge, which I remember I had lunch in last time we were up here on my AT through hike. Then it's a steep climb up to Killington Peak, which is 40 to 35, I think. I don't have my glasses on, but you can probably see better than I. And so that's what we're going to do today. It's about 9 o'clock. It is a nice, clear day. Sun's shining through. Humidity is not too bad. There's only one car here with me. There's another car from New Jersey that just dropped off 3 hikers, and they're on their way up. So let's go. Just a couple minutes in, crossing the stream. And this is something you don't see up northern Vermont, where I was. It's just dry as a bone up there. But that's a very welcome sight to a hiker. Especially when you're coming upon it, you can hear it. It's a real comforting feeling. Please register. Okay, let's register. People bringing their dogs. Beware. I've been climbing now for about, 20 minutes. Fortunately, this trail is nice and nicely blazed, blue blades. But we're going up. This is what you do when you want to get water out of a stream that's not trickling that well. You get a leaf like that. You put it in between 2 rocks. Put two rocks down there so that the leaf is all the way down the bottom. And then you put your water bottle underneath there, and it's like a little spout. Yep, that's what I did. Got some good water, good, clear, cool, cold water. Yes, sir, for this climb up to Killington. All right, here's time for a fun fact. Off the ATLT, there's these blue, we call those spur trail. That's marked in blue blaze. So every time you see a blue blaze, you know it's a spur trail off the main AT and LT. Of course, I say ATLT because we're in this section of Vermont, southern Vermont. Actually, this is really central Vermont. Anyway, that is the Long Trail and the Appalachian Trail are the same trail. And it really splits a few miles past Killington on the main junction trail. The LT keeps on going up north, the spine of the Green Mountains, and the LT cuts east towards New Hampshire. And we are still climbing. I've taken several breaks. But we're still climbing. All right, we've reached the intersection of the Buckland Trail and the friendly AT, LT, and this is the way north. See, the sign says north. So we need to go south, which is this way. Of course, it's up. We always have to go up. Here we go, 0.1 from the shelter. Well, we've made it to this Cooper Lodge, which is really an enclosed hut. And the peak is up there. There's about 4 AT Sobos right here when I got here. Young kids, they want to do 14 more miles today, and it's 11:30. So this is the inside of the this lodge. You could call it a lodge. Got bunks, table. I'm having lunch. After I go up and have lunch, I'm going to go up on the peak. Nothing much to speak of. I wouldn't stay in here. So Sarge and I were up here in 2021. We did the peak. We had lunch here. And then we hightailed it to the Long Trail Inn, which was we stayed overnight, along with Soundscape and others that were hiking with us. So bringing back good memories. All right, lunchtime. By the way, this is what I have for lunch. I have peanut butter on a tortilla, and I have these honey sticks that I got from Amazon. Usually have 2 of them. And I'll have a protein bar. So that's been my lunch, really, even when I did the AT. Thought you'd be interested. All right, finished lunch. And now made our way up the trail. I remember I dropped my pack right here last time I was here in 2021 to go bag Killington Peak, but I have my pack on now. So 0.2 miles is a pretty good 0.2 up. So here we go. Here's a picture of this ascent. Because again, can't tell. Here's a picture of the ascent. And here's a picture of the clouds. I don't know. Maybe disappointed by views. Of course, last time we were up here, it was a blue sky. So we're going to get anything but that today. Trail straight up. Always got to look behind you. Oops. Well, smoky skies here too. Seems like the smoke has engulfed Vermont. Too bad. All right, up, up, up. It's top of Killington Peak. Still hazy, smoky, just like up north. And guess what I see? This guy's an amateur radio operator doing soda. Summit's on the air. He's on 40 meters. So as soon as I get up here and saw my fellow amateur radio operator doing summits. Now, yesterday I was doing parks on the air. He's doing summits on the air. I mentioned summits, so basically go to a summit and work as many people as possible. But anyway, so here's another smoggy. I don't know what mountains I'm looking at. I'll check it out as I get done with this view. Let you know what's what. But I think a little bit longer. Washington should be out there. No. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Let me take out my peak finder. According to Peak Finder, that is Washington right there, and right below it, you can't see, is Mount Moosilauke, which is, if you're going Nobo, is the first mountains in the whites or in the presidentials. But yeah, that's Mount Washington. I can't see it right now. Yeah, Mount Washington, and you see how hazy it is. All right, I'm going to take a break here and head back down. So Killington is 4235 elevation. There's a lot of people up here. Communication tower. People with a dog over there. The dog seems nervous. And there's just a ton of people up here. Enjoying the day. Well, the nice thing about coming down off of a peak is we went up and we go all the way down now. Should be a lot easier. Although sometimes coming down off of a peak is a lot more treacherous than going up it, I find. There are some crazy sections there where it's going to be kind of difficult to get down. Ooh, I hear thunder in the background. I'm glad I left when I did. All right, here we go. So we're down from Killington Peak, right down by the platforms, as you remember, I showed you before. Met a Sobo, southbounder. That's what we call Sobos. Southbound, we call them Sobos. Anyway, 2 meals. His homeland is Brazil, but his wife is American. She lives and they live in Georgia. So he's going southbound. This is his second attempt. He was Nobo northbound in 2023. And he got injured, got off trail. It's only 800 miles. Got injured in Hanover, which is New Hampshire. So he's going Sobo. He's got all the hard stuff done. From New Hampshire, Maine, it's the hard stuff. You get south of that, the Sobos, it's got a lot easier. A lot easier. The Nobos, they get their legs in shape on the way up for the whites in southern Maine. Southern Maine is no joke. You think you're out of the hard stuff in New Hampshire, but you have southern Maine to contend with. Right up until where you cross the Kennebec River on the canoe, get into Caratunk. That's when things become a bit easier, going Nobo. So anyway, we are headed Sobo to the trail junction, Buckland Trail. And actually, I'm wrong. We're going Nobo right now. I get a little mixed up here. We're going Nobo to trail junction, and then we're going to take it Sobo back to the car. All right, I come to the junction. So that means there's a turn. For the AT, you go right. So like I said, for the spur trails, they're all blue. You can see that blue on that tree right there, that blue blaze. So now we follow the blue blaze to Brewer's Corner, 3.4 miles. Well, it's raining now. It's 2 o'clock. We're going down since last hour and 20 minutes. I passed, I don't know, say 6 or 7 people going up. These poor people, they're going to be caught in the rain. That's why if you're going to start a hike like this, you got to do it in the morning. Like I started at 8:50 this morning. I got up there, got my view, had a snack, got my lunch on the way down. Because in the middle of the afternoon in the summer, you're always going to get possible thunderstorms, rain, which it's doing now. Fortunately, it's not hitting the forest floor here, but I can hear it. This is a long ass down, just like it's a long ass up. All right, just figured I'd tell you. Well, no sooner I said it's not hitting the wall, hitting the floor. It is now. I got my umbrella up. Got it lashed to my sternum strap. It's working pretty good. Yeah. I carry this thing all around. Might as well use it while I have it. Keeps me dry. Got to get the phone out of the rain now. Well, we're almost at the car. You can see what the rain has done to this. I know it was flowing this morning, but it's a lot more now. Rain has stopped. I still got my umbrella up because why not? Why take it off and close it up when it's wet? So I'll get to the car and shake it off. You know, it's keeping me dry. I've always had problems trying to figure out the best spot for this thing because I have two bungee cords that came with it. But the best spot is on my sternum strap. It doesn't flop around. So at least I can say I used my umbrella once on these trips, because you like to use everything that you bring except for your first aid kit. I even put my rain jacket on, but used it as a windbreaker up on top of Franconia Ridge because it was kind of warm, kind of cool, and a little breezy. So yeah, coming up to the conclusion of this thing. So this is 7 miles out and back, added to 11 miles I did yesterday, or Tuesday of yesterday. So that's 18 miles of hiking in Vermont. Not the 30 that I was thinking of, but it's still hiking nonetheless. 18. I'll take it. Feel bad. I'm thinking about that amateur radio operator, Paul, up there on this peak. I hope he got out of there in time. He's actually parked right next to me. That was his car in the parking lot. So I hope he got off. Feel bad for the people that passed me on up there. They're going to get a wet trail, a wet peak. It's not raining now. It stopped. But still, those rocks going up that peak are very treacherous when wet. Well, that's treacherous when dry, but even more so when they're wet. All right, let's get to the car. Well, now that I'm waiting for my water to boil, I figure this would be a good time to wrap up the day. So today was kind of a nice day. No, it was a very nice day. We did 7.5 miles to Killington and back. It rained, got good, decent views. You saw the views. Trail was nice, and yeah, so it was a good day. And I came back and I set up my radio equipment, and the bands are not very cooperative. The AM radio operator that I saw on top of Killington kind of inspired me to go out and get on the air when I get back. Or it was 3:30 when I got back, so I had plenty of time. So I threw up the line in the tree again, and we got 13 contacts, but it took like an hour and a half. So bands are not that great. But anyway, so to end this rambling through Vermont series that you've seen. We've done 18 and a half miles, far short of the 30 that I wanted to do. But you know what? I had a good time. I had a really good time today. So tomorrow we drive down to Salisbury, Connecticut, and then we hook up with part 3 of 3 hikes with the AMC folks from New York, New Jersey. And we'll be doing 17 miles southbound on the AT from Salisbury, Connecticut. No, we'll be shuttling to Massachusetts, up Racebrook Falls, and then southbound to Connecticut. We'll be staying in Sages Ravine. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. It's one of my favorite parts of Massachusetts and Connecticut. And oops, top of my cook pot fell off, so I guess I better turn it off as I ramble on. But anyway, that's it, folks. 18 and a half miles in Vermont, and Connecticut and Massachusetts are next. So thanks for watching. God bless, and we'll see you on the next trail. Good night.